Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go, puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago.
Another three, way short. That's it. Mutombo embraces the ball, and the unlikely upset, one of the great upsets in NBA playoff history.
Actually, that is short of the record for both teams in a playoff game. Miller for three, and he got it. Reggie Miller with a clutch tray, and it's 105-102. And a steal. Miller retreats to the three-point line and hits again.
Tie game. Miller's going to make, after he sets the screen, he steps behind, makes the first jumper. On the inbound pass, Greg Anthony stumbles. The ball gets stolen. Mason not able to call timeout.
John Starks choke. We came up big.
We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We're talking about practice.
Well, we don't usually start this show with distant replay, guys, but when we do it on May 7th. Welcome to The Jump. I'm Rachel Nichols alongside our 2008 NBA Finals MVP, Paul Pierce. And yes, in the middle there, you see Zach Lowe rejoining the show. Zach, I'm so happy to have you back on The Jump, and you brought a friend.
My daughter's giant sloth dressed up in an Orlando Magic All-Star shirt.
Well, if the sloth can get some buckets, that might be the most basketball we see this week. So thank you for bringing him along. Coming up, we're going to talk about Commissioner Silver and Michelle Roberts, the head of the Players Association, hosting a conference call today for all NBA players. Stick around to find out what they're expected to discuss. First, though, we got to pay homage to all of the incredible things that have occurred on this date in NBA history. You're going to see all of them flashing in front of you. Of course, starting with 89, Michael Jeffrey Jordan nailing that 18-foot jumper over Craig Elo in Game 5 of the first round. The iconic photo came out of that. Reggie Miller in 95 scoring 8 points over the final 16.4 seconds to lead the Pacers to a come-from-behind win over the Knicks. And 2002, oh yes, our greatest living American, Allen Iverson, delivering the most memorable press conference in league history when asked by a reporter, not about the game, Paul Pierce, but about practice. So which of these May 7th moments is your favorite? No pressure, lots of pressure.
I gotta go with Iverson, man. I mean, that was a classic interview that's going to be remembered all time, iconic moment. Those shots were great. Don't get it twisted. You know, Jordan and Reggie did some incredible things. But we're talking about something that happened off the court. And we're talking about a guy who laid it on the line every single night. And we complain about practice in a day and age where teams don't even practice anymore. You know, I can imagine a Larry Brown practicing every day after back-to-backs, after flying home, going to the gym, because I had to deal with that in the early 2000s until coaches got up on load management. So this interview is an all-time great interview and a great iconic moment.
I've never heard that take before, but it's spot on, Paul. Allen Iverson just inventing load management right there in front of us. Zach, what was your favorite?
You guys are all overthinking this. You're talking about load management and press conference and press. One of these things is just called the shot. That's it. That's the entire name of it. And everybody knows what you're talking about, and it's the greatest player ever. The shot is the answer, with apologies to Reggie Miller's 8 points in 9 seconds, which is amazing. It's the shot. That's it.
I mean, we got to rename that, Zach, because the shot was only in the early rounds of the playoffs. It wasn't like to win a championship or to go to the finals. I mean, we're going to name something the shot. You got to name the Michael Jordan versus Utah Game 6 the shot, because that was the win it all. So I don't agree.
I don't know, man. I got to say, you were right the first time, Paul. Anything regarding Allen Iverson is always the correct answer. And a little more context for people who weren't following, our younger viewers, let's say. Allen Iverson had that spectacular season the year before. Gritty, led the team to the finals. But the season that this was at the end of was a disappointment for the Sixers. There had been a lot of contention between him and Larry Brown. Yes, over practice and a lot of other things. And there were rumors all season about Allen getting traded, which he was very, very upset with because he felt he had been so loyal to Philadelphia. They had a meeting earlier on this date of this press conference affirming that he would not be traded, that they would go forward for another year. But when they had the press conference, some of the reporters, yes, asked him about those blow-ups with Larry Brown. They asked him about practice. And here's a little more snippet from that day. My favorite part is Allen not wanting to get off the stage. Take a listen.
But it's all on me. It's all on me. And I mean, I accept it, but it hurt, man. I mean, it hurt. I'm the MVP, and I got to worry about trade talk. I'm the MVP. I'm the MVP. You get paid to get on that mic and talk shit, don't you? Don't you get paid? You get paid to do your job. You get paid to do your job, right? What you mean great players, MVP? That's what I am.
That's what you are.
That's what I am. So it ain't got nothing to do with no practice.
Okay, guys.
It don't have to, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. That I asked him. I had to ask my coach, can I come back?
No, as opposed to being traded.
I ain't going nowhere.
Zach, what are you going to remember most about Allen's rant?
Just the repetition of it, just the cadence, and the stuff you just played, I actually didn't remember because we're talking about practice and just the amount of times he said practice, and I just remember one time we did a segment where it just ticked off every time he said the word practice, and it just kept going and going and going. But that stuff, I had forgotten all of that. It really went on for a long time, huh?
It really, really did, and will live on forever. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.